Hi everyone. Okay, so what I got for this is I need a pigment ink, which I'm going to choose this color because it's closest to what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this stamp up. And it's a pigment ink. So I got this, I won this in a giveaway, and so I just have it stamped up. I'm going to put that in. So now I have all the pieces I painted black. I also have tweezers, perfect pearls, colors you want to use, paintbrush. I have my this thing, paintbrush. I got some these skewers that I got a bunch of to help me with the files, and then my files help me with these. Okay, so this is just one of these palettes, removable palettes, basically a piece of wax paper, and I'm going to use this so I can pick it up and move it when I need to. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I have two, and I already have my embossing powders really hot, going to town here. I just want to make sure I got most of it. Yep. Okay. Now this is very hot, so be careful. And I'm going to take tweezers. I don't have any, what's it called, the silicone ones yet. So be careful if you don't. So what I'm going to do is just, because this is a big piece, I'm just going to drop it in there. Just make sure it's coated. And then I'm going to lift it out. And lay it here. So I'm going to do my next one. And now if you don't have a melting pot, what you would do is you would use some embossing, not embossing, but it fell. I'll just put it back in there. Yeah, emboss the, your, what's it called? This stuff, this Versamark. And what you would do is you put down a layer, you'd still paint it, and then you put a layer of your UT down, heat it, then put your Versamark over top of it again, and put the powder, and you do it 3 times to get that thickness. So if you don't have a pot, it's still possible. That's how I did it. And I have to move this because the front is not as thick as the back. So to solve that, I'm just going to flip it. There we go. Let it drip a little. Wipe it off. And it's going to be very hot. In actuality, I think I'm just going to put this right on my pad because it'll be easier to peel off. So, that was a no-go. And it's okay if you have these bumps in here, we can re-dip it. Or if you don't mind, it's there. I have a piece of chipboard I keep throwing in here thinking it's a piece of UT, but it's actually chipboard that. So I'm just dabbing this in here. I'm going to flip it the other way too. So it gets a coat. Take this out. A little drippage. This is what I need this for. help me manage it. You could do front and back if you needed to. The back of mine won't be showing, so it's not important for me. Ah, that tweezer's got a little stuck. And pull this out, and I think I'll stop here because I won't have any room to show you what I'm going to do. Now, any of these areas that, you know, like I touched, you can go ahead and I'm going to pull this off, put this in the pot, and it's just going to be noisy for a second. I'm just going to heat it up to get rid of those bubbles, make it smooth. And I could just dip it back in, but it's okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, so while these dry, what I'm going to do is you're going to have this here, and what we're going to do before, well, actually, let me see if I can, while I'm waiting for this. Sometimes you can, because the pot leans back, so if you set a couple of things underneath of it, kind of make it even. That way all the liquid stays even in here. That helps too. Might as well just do them all. And don't do that. You might burn yourself. So like I said, you would do this if you don't have a pot. You would put Versamark, embossing powder, Versamark, embossing powder, Versamark. You would do it 3 times to get that thickness that you would get if you put it in a pot. It's best to use UT, but if you don't, you can use regular. You'll just end up using a lot more of it. And 2 more to go. And it's getting a little low, so I'm just gonna come on, I got 2 more. It's always that last piece that always gets me. Okay. Whew. So that is done. So I'm going to go ahead and this. Put my lid back on. So now what you're going to do, for the pieces that are dry, this is dry, this one, that one's not in. This one. So we have these pieces. Okay, so here's my pieces. So next I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Perfect Pearls. And the two colors I'm using is this purple and this white. Yeah, that will go. Okay, so what you want to do is just go wherever you want on these. Something else I also do. Can't waste it. So this is giving it a white purple color, but that's okay because it will tone down a bit. I do need it to be a more reddish color, and I don't have red, so I'll show you what I'll do soon. You just put what you want on here. Probably wasting this like crazy. Okay, and this is really purple, and I totally wasted it. It's okay, it's alright. I'll use it for something else. Okay, and like I said, this is more of a, I didn't really want a purple color, so I need to like kind of lighten it a little bit. It's not 100% necessary, so I think I have, that's pink though. Let me see if I have something else I could use to, this is more of like the color I was going for, so the only thing I really have is this pink in here, so I'm gonna give it a try. Can't hurt. I'm just giving you the... Yeah, that's not doing anything. Okay, so let me get some white. Just adding a little white to this. Just to turn down the purple a little. That's put too much, but it'll still show. No worries. I'm doing mass production here. You know what this reminds me of? Like those bumper cars or something, like those rides that used to have like those vinyl seats. I don't know. I'm weird. So, okay. So now I have that. I'm going to close on my Perfect Pearls. And I pulled out this red here. Embossing powder. I'm going to shake this a little. Just because it does contain the color I really need. Okay, so next, what we need to do, and I'm only going to do a couple at a time. Now I got this all over the place, but that's okay. I'm going to do 3 at a time. So what you need to do is we're going to reheat these to get this nice and hot again. So hopefully I'm turning down the sound. So you want to get it liquid again. Let those colors go together. If you have any holes, this is the time to fill it up. Now I got it hot again, and now what I want to do, because I want to add some of this red in here, so I'm just going to sprinkle it over in various areas. And this is just an added touch because I wanted to kind of add this color in there. And then I'm going to heat it down. Okay, now while it's hot again, make sure you get it hot. You have to quickly grab your stamp that has pigment ink on it. While this is hot is why you need to do it. And actually, my stamp's only going to be able to do 2. Okay, so then we grab, oh shoot, that happens, you just, ah, get it out again, and real quickly, we're going to grab the stamp and stamp. And it's best to use a stamp that has wide areas. And then we're just going to lift it. And that did not work. Why? Didn't I get it high enough? Let's just do one. There we go. Now, if I wanted it thicker, I would have to emboss this one more time, but I really like that it's not so thick. I just want to get the whole stamp, so on there. And there we have this one. Isn't that pretty? I think it is. So let's just do this other side. And actually I need to ink this back up. Oh. It'll get really hot. And one more stamp in. And we take it out. Then we could go over here. Same thing. And there's that one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. And I will be doing that with the rest of them. And because some areas have thicker areas of embossing pattern, that's why it looks a little more raised. But I'm fine with that because this is going to be a frame and I don't want it to be even, but that works. That looks cool. So let's just go ahead and do 2 more, and then, because I don't know how much video I have, like this, and I'm going to put it in. And anytime you mess up, you can just reheat it and do it. Just like my edges here.